Germany's Rheinmetall company unveiled its latest main battle tank, the KF51 Panther, armed with a huge 130mm caliber main gun. This private venture design is aimed as a long-term successor to the widely used Leopard 2 within the German army, but may well attract interest from other European countries, looking at the future of their own armored forces as they reconfigure to face the threat of an increasingly belligerent Russia. So far, the company has released very little in the way of information about the new MBT and its specifications. The tank reportedly weighs around 65 tons. This makes it lighter than the Leopard 2, which, in its latest 2S7V form, tips the scales at a little over 70 tons. A key feature of the KF51 Panther is the 130mm Rheinmetall Future Gun System, FGS. This smoothbore gun incorporates an automatic handling system that holds 20 ready rounds that are instantly available. Rheinmetall claims that the FSG is 50% more effective over longer ranges than current 120mm guns and can fire both kinetic energy projectiles and programmable airburst ammunition, plus practice rounds. Panther's weapon systems are integrated with the targeting sights and the fire control computer due to digitized architecture. It means the tank has hunter-killer and killer-killer capabilities. In the future, decision support will also be added. Other weapons include a 12.7mm coaxial machine gun and an optional remote-controlled weapon station. There will also be provisions for the Launcher Hero 120 loitering ammunition, drones and undisclosed missiles, perhaps a type that provides localized air defense, since so far no anti-aircraft machine guns have been mentioned. When it comes to protection, there are a few details on what the Black Panther offers. Although Rheinmetall claims crew members will be better protected than the Leopard 2 and will benefit from active passive and passive protection technologies. The Rheinmetall Strike Shield active protection system will be equipped to defend against threats such as anti-tank weapons and suicide drones. Originally known as APS Gen 3, Strike Shield is the first system of its kind to pass a rigorous independent security assessment. This should help allay concerns among potential customers that such defenses could pose significant risks to friendly troops and innocent bystanders. While the Leopard 2 had a crew of 4, with the help of the Panther, commander, gunner, and driver, this was reduced to 3 crew due to the introduction of an autoloader to deliver ammunition to the main gun. An additional 4th crew member can be included if desired, for example, an additional specialist or platoon leader. Fighting with tanks highlighting features in the fighting in Ukraine so far, the purchase of a new MBT may be on the agenda. Here the Panther appears to have an advantage over the MGCS, which will enter service in 2035. While the technology demonstrator for the MGCS project, an enhanced main battle tank combining Leclerc and Leopard 2 components, was unveiled in 2018. The main ground combat system, as the tank project is known, is intended to replace the French Leclerc and Leopard 2 main battle tanks. While both tanks are considered capable and combat effective, they are not getting any younger. The Leclerc made its debut with the French armed forces in the early 1990s, and the Leopard 2, essentially an advanced and redesigned variant of the Leopard 1, much before that, in the late 1970s. Both France and Germany are in need of an upgrade. One of the first steps on the road to the MGCS was a technology demonstrator, built by the European defense company KF51 plus Nexter Defense Systems. Their demonstrator was called the European Main Battle Tank, or alternatively called the Enhanced Main Battle Tank by the French, and it debuted in 2018 at a military trade fair in Paris. The demonstrator, a one-off design, combined already existing German and French tanks, but mated the turret of the Leclerc with the hull of the German Leopard 2. Their design is arguably better than either the Leopard 2 or the Leclerc, and is around 6 tons, or about 12,000 pounds lighter. The MGCS will use an enlarged 130mm main gun, also designed and manufactured by the German firm. The massive gun weighs about 300 kilograms, or about 660 pounds. All in all, The KF51 Panther arrived on the scene at a very interesting moment in tank warfare, and in the end, it may help shape the future of MBT forces in Germany and beyond.